So I'm making this video. I've made videos about this game before, many times. I've exposed every single basically Zelda game out there. And this is another one. And it's literally the same thing again. It's literally just a copy and paste of the same game again. The last one was just full of Illuminati symbolism with this one eye symbolism. Same with this one. Yeah, you get given in this game a shield with a eyeball on it. That's what you get given. You literally get given a shield with an eyeball on it. One eye symbolism of the Illuminati. And once again, just like with every game that comes on Nintendo, this game gets shilled 10s out of 10s. Yeah, it's literally the same game as the last one. Nothing different. Literally nothing has changed. It is literally the same game. And I've saw all the gameplay, all the story, 20 hours of it. It's literally the same game. So, she gets given, basically Zelda gets given. I believe you get given this in the last one. Like, it looks like a Nintendo Switch and it has an eyeball on it. Nintendo and Japan seem to have this obsession with one eyes or eyeballs in general. As you can clearly see, the one eye symbolism. Now you have this. An old Legend of Zelda does anyways teach you about witchcraft. That's all this is. He's literally a witch or warlock, what they call themselves now. He's literally just a sorcerer. That's all he is. It's all these games have ever promoted, that witchcraft is cool. That's all it has ever promoted. What he is doing right here is a form of witchcraft, which is seen as an abomination. And now you see the hand, and yes, it has got an eyeball in it, which again refers to, they say it's the Eye of Providence, but it's literally the Illuminati, the hand with the one eye in it. Then you have the one eye symbolism above. Then the chests in the game, literally the chests in the game are a one eye symbolism. It's not a shock. As you can clearly see what I said, the hand has an eyeball in it, which is a known occult symbol. It is a known occult symbol. Kind of reminds me of that Mario game that I exposed. We all know that Nintendo likes to claim every single video that has Nintendo game. They done it to all my videos. They claimed every single one of them. But Mario Super World had a boss that was a one eye. Basically, it was a hand with a one eye in it. So again, it's literally just the same crap. And it literally is the same game as So it literally took them 5 years or however long this has been in development to create the same game. And yet people are shilling this game, giving it a 10 out of 10. Yet the game runs at 20 frames, less than 20 frames per second, which people say, oh, it's a Switch game. Well, there is a lot of games on the Switch that at least run at 30 frames. So you're just making excuses up. This is what I said. People defend. This is the gaming industry now. I saw a game recently. Glad I didn't buy it. Plague Tale Innocence. That game was marketed and sold as a next-gen exclusive only. They pumped that game up like it was a exclusive to PlayStation 5. Yeah, at launch, the game runs at 30 frames per second. It's capped at that. Yeah, they'll happily charge you $70 for that. I'm tired of it. I'm honestly tired of it. That's why I'm done with gaming in general. I'm done with it. I'm sick and tired of people basically basically saying, "Oh, it's acceptable now." That's why it's gonna continue. If this game was on PlayStation or Xbox, this game would be getting review bomb. People would be saying, "Oh, this game is garbage," because it's Nintendo. Can do no wrong. It's pathetic. It really is. This game barely runs at 20 frames per second, and it's 720p. And they're charging 70 for this game. Scam, man. Literal scam, but again, that's the new norm, isn't it? It's acceptable now. Oh, you'll just get a day one patch. You'll just get a day one patch of basically 60 frames. That's what you're gonna have in the future now. They're not even gonna make games run at 60 frames. They're just gonna give you a patch later whenever they feel like it. Why make a game next gen exclusive if it doesn't even run at 60 frames? Keep it on. Why couldn't it come to the PlayStation 4? I own a PS5, but the point is, they sold that game as a next gen exclusive, yet it doesn't even run at 60 frames. They decide 2 years later, now you can play it at 60 frames. It should have run on the base disc at 60 frames. This game should run at a base 30 frames, but it doesn't. But again, gaming industry as a whole, it's acceptable now. Games run at worse frame rate than ever, yet it was okay. It was not okay for Redfall to run at 20 frames, 30 frames. Yeah, when Nintendo does it, it's okay. It's what I said, man. Gaming industry is trash. And then you have that same device again with a one eye. That's all you're gonna see all the way through this game. This constantly. Go look at the video that I did of the last game. It's literally the same game again. And these basically Nintendo fanboys love it. They literally love it. $70 for this game. Nothing's changed. The storyline is boring. Just basically getting this footage because yes, I didn't watch it all. I skipped a certain part because this game is 20 hours long, the base story, and it was boring. Literally boring. Again, more enemies with one eye, same stuff as the last game. Literally the same stuff. I mean, look at the quality of the game. I'm sure this game has been downgraded from the last one. The game looks like crap. I'm sure the other one, looked way better than this. But again, 5 years in development and it's the same game. Trash. And that's why I have to get on with it as well. People said, "Oh, Dead Island 2." The game is, I just wanna check something. Uh, as I said, people got on with Dead Island 2. They said, "Oh, Dead Island 2 is trash. It's a 7 out of 10. It's the same as the first one. All you do is so repetitive. All you do is you go around killing zombies. This game's the same. That's all you do in this game. Kill enemies." I mean, if people like this game, that's fine. I'm not saying in this video, basically, if you like it, you have an opinion. This is just my opinion. I'm not into these kind of games. Never have been. I've never been into Legend of Zelda. Never. I don't know what the I don't know what the hype's about. But again, that's just my opinion. I was more of a Mario. I haven't played a Nintendo game since I was a child. And I'm not joking about that. Again, one eye symbolism. And again, I'm going to be exposing the ending, so as I said, the game's only 20 hours. Yeah, the one eye symbolism there again on the shield. You see the hand very clearly there. You have a hand right there, and the eyeball appears after he does his like little witchcraft thing to open the door, as you can clearly see. And there's another one here. It changes colour. Now it's orange. It's literally just promoting this one eye symbolism. Looks like little pyramids there. Then you have this guy. To me, this guy just looks like the goat. A goat. He really does. He looks like a goat. And we know what that refers to. Satan. The Baphomet. First time I saw this character, I was like, is this a goat? And if it is a goat, it probably is. It literally probably is. Look at the way his head looks. It looks like a damn Baphomet. All he needs is a spike on his head. And it'd be the Baphomet. And this guy is promoted as the good guy in the game. Of course he would. Of course he would. Of course they promote Satan as the good guy. Because that's who, again, another eye there, right there. This here kind of looks like the Kabbalah. I mean, right there, one eye symbolism, constantly. It just and every single Legend of Zelda game is full of this. They have an obsession with this one eye symbolism. Also, the opening of the third eye. Every character has got a all-seeing eye in the middle of their head. This guy, literally, he has a eyeball in the middle of his head. The opening of the third eye, as they call it, the pineal gland. So, and kids play this game. So, what do you think they're teaching to kids? Well, then again, we all know it's a load of nonsense anyway, because America doesn't obey its own damn laws. Same with the age of consent crap. Literally, they say, "Oh, kids shouldn't learn about sex until a certain age." Yeah, go watch Hollywood movies. Movies that are rated. I have literally saw so many movies that are rated PG for 12-year-olds, and yet there is a damn full-blown sex scene in the movie. This is what I said. The American system is full of it. They are literally full of it. They literally that should be considered full-blown grooming and pedophilia. But no, oh, it's just a movie. It's just a movie. Why is these sex scenes in a movie that is rated for a 12-year-old? It's for 12-year-olds, as considered in the government, kids. So, as I said, that it's targeting towards kids. That's what it is. Agendas. That's what it is. It's just a fact. And I'm not even joking. There is many movies out there that are for kids that are full of sex scenes. The people just make the excuse, oh, let's adults watch it as well. It's targeted towards kids and it is full of sex scenes. I'm tired of it, man. The sooner Hollywood and the gaming industry stops existing, the better, because I'm done with both of them. I'm done with it. Every single game, occult crap, occult crap, occult symbolism after occult symbolism. Games don't even run at 60 frames yet. Oh, that was the whole purpose of PlayStation 5 and the next gen. I'm done, man. I'm done with gaming. I'm literally done. Every game that comes out now gets a 10 out of 10 praised, yet even though it has bugs, broken and everything. Trash. And as you can clearly see with this guy, it's clearly the Baphomet. As you can see his little eyeball there, the one-eye symbolism. Trash. And this is exactly what you are basically promoting onto your kids. You buy your kids this game, guess what? You are teaching them that witchcraft is okay. That's just a fact. And yes, of course, there's man-childs that play this game. I mean, this game doesn't interest me at all. It literally doesn't. It's just the same game created, basically copied from other franchises. But oh, you say anything about this? Fanboys come and attack. You. This game is awesome. This game's a masterpiece. Again, you'll find these all over the world. It reminds me, again, that's why I keep bringing it up, of the last game. Because you did the same in that, but the difference was those were actual caves. Seems to me that they've not even bothered. They've literally said, oh, let's just downgrade it. We're lazy developers. Let's not even create something. The last one, I believe it was like, yeah, to defeat like a cave monster or whatever. It's been so long since I made the video, I don't remember it all, but I remember you had to open like this portal thing, and then you go down into a cave. This is all you do. Oh, witchcraft. Opens immediately. Trash. Literally trash. And again, look at it. Clearly the Baphomet. Trash. And the whole storyline of this game is just the occult movement anyway. The Demon King. Literally this goat head defeats the Demon King. Trash. May the light of blessing grant you. They all say this. Basically, it's pagan religions, basically selling that crap onto kids. Trash. Again, you have this. Notice the one-eye symbolism on the door again. Constant. This is all you're going to be bombarded with, this. Constantly. Again, this character, as you can see. The third eye. The one-eye symbolism. So literally, they are teaching kids to open their pineal gland. Because yes, this is targeted towards kids. It is not targeted towards adults. Yes, there is adults that play these games, But who is Nintendo targeted towards? Things like Mario and all that, Kirby. Who are they targeted towards? Kids. So you can't use that excuse because kids are going to be playing this game and they're going to see, oh, demons and basically, oh, Zelda and Link are so awesome. And I believe there's even a community out there. I'm not going to name who they are, but they want to make Zelda, well, I mean Link, a certain gender now. Wouldn't surprise me in the future if the Legend of Zelda becomes woke. Again, this girl's got a tattoo, well, markings, like tribal markings, and you notice the one eye constantly. As you can see, she's got one there. This garbage, man. Even Zelda has got an opening of the third eye, the pineal gland. It's a occult agenda, that's what it is. It's literally a occult agenda. Opening the pineal gland is literally a occult belief. That as soon as you open it through like yoga, through the Kundalini, the Kabbalah, they believe that you have some spiritual awakening and that you become a god and that you can have superpowers. It's nothing but a occult agenda. The Hinduism believes in the same crap. It's a cult. It is literally a cult. You want to know what happens when you open the pineal gland? Guess what? It's more easier for you to be demonically possessed. That's something they don't tell you. Of course, they're not going to tell you that, are they? Also, you can have more out-of-body experiences, which is a very dangerous thing. It's been explained in movies. If you don't get back to your original body, you can actually die. And you see that same symbol right there. Though this isn't Photoshop, it's not fake, this is actually gameplay. You see it right there. And now he has horns on his head. Wonder why that is. A monster that has a one eye. That's his weak point. Reminds me of Capcom, like I said. The weak point of an enemy. So literally they're just copying Capcom. He has multiple rings on his finger. And they all have one eyes on them. Non-stop witchcraft. That's all this is. Again, one eye symbolism there. Everywhere. You're bombarded with it. Again. I forgot what this screenshot was. Oh, that was it. He's even got an eyeball at the back of his head. Right there. As you can clearly see, this guy's clearly a goat. Clearly. The Baphomet. And his ears look like the damn Baphomet. You think this was done by accident? No. No, it wasn't. So guess what? If your kids start to like this character because that's what they portray in the game, he's promoted as a good guy, guess what? They're teaching your kids to worship Satan because that's who this refers to. The goat. Go look at the image of the Baphomet. That's what I said. Nothing new. Nothing new with Nintendo. They did it with Mario. They do it with every damn game. A lot of their games are full of occult symbolism. I've exposed a lot of their games. Every single Zelda game made, I have exposed. Every single one. And every single one got claimed by Nintendo. Again, the one eye. in his hand. It's just the cult crap, that's all it is. Again, as you can see right there, the one-eye symbolism. That guy again. I'm not going to say the name of this group because it's just even saying it sounds close to a racial slur. I'll just spell it out. The name of this group is YIGA. I'm not going to say it because just even saying it sounds like the N-word. It literally does. So I'm not going to pronounce it. No way. I kind of find it funny that it sounds like, I mean, then again, other words sound like that, so, well, I'm not going to say it because, again, we know how YouTube's work. They'll think that I'm saying the N-word, but that's what the group's called, that. I remember these guys from basically the last one. So literally, these just reuse the same enemies again. I really believe this guy was in the last one. And I believe, yeah, he was, because you ended up fighting him. I remember seeing it. So literally, this is, but in this time, he runs away. What's the point? So what was the point of that? Again, it just seems they've downgraded this game from the last one, yet this gets a 10 out of 10. There was more boss fights in the first one. There literally was. There was way more boss fights. From the gameplay that I've seen of the 20 hours, there is hardly any boss fights. Yeah, 10 out of 10 from these reviewers. Oh, this is the game of the year. Just let's get real. This is the game as of today. Just this would praise all these fake gamers because I saw it. Oh, Starfield has a sex scene in it. Oh, that's a 10 out of 10. That's a 10 out of 10. Oh, there's a sex scene in a video game. That's a 10 out of 10. Best game ever made. This is the best game ever made. Oh, Atomic Heart had a was gonna have sex scenes in it, but they cut it out. Oh, that's a masterpiece game. I'm just buying the game for that reason. That's the modern gamers of today. That's the only reason they buy games. And that's like what I said, I'm done with the gaming industry. I'm done with it because the fan base of a lot of gamers, the losers. That's because I saw a video of someone, oh, Starfield has sex in it, and they were like, oh, I'm buying that game then. I mean, get a life. If you And you have people out there that cry like little babies because, oh, a video game that has breasts in it is now censored. If you really want to see that so bad, then go watch adult sites. It's that simple. So many fake ass gamers in this world crying just because they can't see a bit of nudity or they can't look up someone's skirt. Fake ass gamers. And that's why the gaming industry is in the situation that it is. Because honestly, that's the only reason people are now excited for Starfield is because it has sex scenes in it. Trash. That was the whole reason people only bought Mass Effect. Trash. And these people are ruining the gaming industry. Shilling this game. Giving it a 10 out of 10. Yet it's the same game again, but downgraded. As you see, what I said about the name of the group. He has multiple rings again, like I said, with a one-eye symbolism on it. And there you go, he's opening the third eye. he starts to form like a triangle. He doesn't form a full one. We've seen it in Dragon Ball Z. It refers to the Illuminati pyramid. And there's a video game that I've included in a bunch of video games that I'm exposing. The Illuminati pyramid's hand sign is actually a form and a sign of witchcraft. It's used in witchcraft. So yeah, so when these little celebrity sellouts throw it up, yes, it is associated with the occult. So as soon as he does this, he opens his third eye, of course. Just like Dragon Ball Z. Same crap with that. One of the characters, as soon as he throws up the Illuminati pyramid hand sign, his third eye opens. See the occult garbage here. The Illuminati nonsense. Enlightenment. So that's all this game is teaching kids. To open the third eye, subliminally, so it goes into their subconscious, teaching them that witchcraft is okay. But again, and then of course they have to zoom into this dragon's eye with the camera angle. Doesn't shock me. One eye symbolism again. It's called tears. Basically, you do this mission to get basically the tears from this dragon. And then you have, as you can see here, you have these multiple engraven things, and they've all got one eye on them. Trash. Again, this device. And all this symbolism here looks like which again just proves they're promoting this crap. It looks like the Sumerians, basically the same with Mexico, where they had a cult, basically, where they would cut people's hearts out. That's all that looks to me. It looks like that group of basically a cult. The Sumerians and that. Because they like to promote this fake basically a cult. And notice again, looks like a pyramid below. It's just a cult. I mean, look at it. It looks like a pyramid. And then an eyeball. Illuminati garbage. Again, this is the whole purpose of this story. Worshipping a demon. And then you defeat the Demon King. Trash. So this same character that is the goat head then came up with a plan to turn tide of the war. So again, promoting the Baphomet is friendly now. You think that they designed this guy to have his ears looking like a pentagram by accident? No. And again, the one-eye symbolism, again, using witchcraft. You can see it right there. Trash. I mean, look at his head. It literally looks like the pentagram. The only thing that he needs is the top part. And then it's a full-on pentagram. So literally, subtly teaching and shoving Satanism in your face. As I said, they knew what they were doing. Get real. They knew what they were doing here. They picked a goat character. There's so many other characters they could have picked. So many other animals. Why is it always the goat? Because again, it refers to Satan. Why is it always in these magical and like fantasy games? There's always a dragon, and it's always red. Because again, it refers to Satan. This one. This is the endgame boss. Demon King, Demon Dragon. So once again, they love putting dragons don't exist. That's just the fact. They never have and they never will. It's nonsense myths. The dragon just refers to Satan. That's who it refers to. And it's the red dragon. Notice it's a red dragon. Who is the red dragon? Satan. Oh, but you're defeating this dragon, aren't you? It don't matter. They love to promote Satan. They love it. Trash man. And again, the weak points, of course, are a bunch of eyeballs. Why am I not shocked? And then this is what you get for pre-ordering it. I didn't pre-order it. I don't even have the game. Well, you see, this is what you get for pre-ordering it. So literally, you're going to be given witchcraft. They're literally going to give you and sell you witchcraft. Trash. But the fanboys will defend this game. They always do. They'll defend it. Like, oh, Zelda isn't satanic. Zelda isn't promoting the Illuminati. Go look at the past games that they've made. Even you look at this, it looks like a shark or some sort of dolphin thing. Looks like basically a star. I mean, it looks like something out of Pokemon. I'm not even joking. Looks like one of those I believe he is a Pokemon that looks like this. I mean, then again, Nintendo created Pokemon, so that's another overrated game. Every single game of Pokemon is literally the same. It's literally the same. Every single one is the same. I don't get it. From the Game Boy all the way up to now, there's no difference. It's the same game again and again and again. If you're ever gonna play Pokemon, all you need to do is just buy one of them, and that's it. Because every single one is the same game. It literally is. It's the same game. Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Red. It's the same game. I believe the only difference is it's different Pokemons. That's it, and probably a storyline. It's literally still the same game. Still do the same things. Still do the same crap. But again, this game got $70. Pathetic. As I said, I know nobody's really gonna view this. It is what it is. But I'll be shocked if it even gets past 50 views or whatever. So I'm playing this right now. Didn't you have? No, I didn't. I don't know where that's coming from. And have you ever talked about Harry Potter? Yes, I have. I've exposed it once. I made a video about it. I talked about the franchise as a whole and where all the symbolism came from and all that's on the channel somewhere. I don't like to play fun games. I like to count the frame rate. Again, I never said that. This is my problem. If they're gonna charge $70 for a game that runs at 20 frames per second, lower than the last game, then that's a scam. Now, PlayStation 1 games, PlayStation 4 games, I expect them not to run at 60 frames. Obviously, some don't even run at 30 frames. Some have severe problems. I get it. But there's no excuse here. Those games were not $70. Those games were not sold at ridiculous prices. This is. You can just look up the price of this trash. You can just look it up. The price of this game is a joke. Well, as I said, people can defend it as much as they want. I really don't care. Because this is why this industry is the way it is. Well, it doesn't give a price. There it is. Now, in my country, it's 60. In US, it's probably 70. So, full price for a game that runs barely even 20 frames. Don't matter if the game's not fun anyway. So it may be fun to you. That's your opinion, which is welcome to your opinion. You don't have to agree with me. I've said that many times. But the game is not fun. It's trash. It's repetitive. And that's what I said. People call out games like this. Dead Island 2, they call this game out. Say, oh, this game is trash. This game is trash. This game is repetitive. So is Zelda. That game, every single franchise from that game, every single franchise from that game is the same garbage. Every game's the same. It isn't any different. And this is what I said, people get so mad over not liking a game. I mean, grow up. It's so funny. I just don't, I'm not into the game. I don't hate the game. I just don't care for it. I never have. I've never cared for the Zelda games. Never. I find them boring. Literally, there's no open world. The world is dead. Literally, the world is dead. There's nothing, literally, there's nothing to do in the game. It's boring. And if you look at this compared to the last one, you look up, as I said, Zelda, and that you saw, I'm debating whether to make a video about it. I saw it on Twitter. But you look at versus Breath of the Wild, because it spoils both of them. The game is clearly downgraded. The game is clearly downgraded. Or, I mean, looks worse, in my opinion. Look at the horse. The horse is brown there. Now the horse is black. It looks more lifelike here than this. Trash. Literal trash. It's the same game. It's literally the same game. Trash. $70 though. Keep paying $70 for these trash games that literally are just a copy and paste of the first one with no effort at all. You can't tell me otherwise. It's the same game. It is literally the same game. They're that lazy. Again, look at it. To me, Breath of the Wild looks way more detailed. This, you look at the hair and that. This looks like trash. The brightness is too high. And I've seen many streamers complain about it as well. Why is the game so bright? Why is it so washed out? Because they're idiots. Nintendo has done a lot of shady stuff. They're not a good company, and they never will be. They claim everybody's videos. They've struck people's videos. They're not a good company. And they not. It's funny, how years upon years ago, everybody called Nintendo out for the shady stuff that they done. Now everyone's kissing their ass. It's funny, isn't it? Yeah, everybody cries and complains that, oh, other games on the PlayStation 5 and next gen run at bad frame rate, yet this game gets a pass just because it's Nintendo. That's called fanboyism. If they're gonna charge full price for a game, you look at games. Right, that's Legend of Zelda Tears of Kingdom. Frame rate. I saw a video. You can look videos up. That runs at 30 frames per second, that's similar to Redfall. But it doesn't. That's a lie. It can drop to 20 or below that. I've seen a stream it. They got to a certain part, the game dropped below that. Trash. Literal trash. It's literally trash. Yeah, as you can see, even during the game's intro sequence, the frame rate constantly dropped to 20 frames per second. How can it drop to 20 frames per second in a cutscene? It's literally laughable. It literally is, but this is gaming of today. Defend it. Keep defending the bad frame rate, and you wonder why you're getting charged full price for a game that it's just a fact, man, and I'm tired of seeing it. You have this plague tale, as I brought up, innocence. No, it wasn't that one. It was the other one. One. This game, they sold it. This game is only on PlayStation 5. Only on PlayStation 5 and Xbox. They said, "Oh, it's not coming to PlayStation 4." Why was that? It was a scam. Right at launch. It ran at 30 frames per second, and yet they were charging full price for this game. Now the game's about 40. But when this game came out, this game was near to $70 and it ran at 30 frames. They didn't tell people that though, because they won't. This is what you got to understand about the gaming industry now. They are scammers. That's what they are. They don't care about quality. The gaming industry now is literally trash. That's why console gaming now is literally garbage. They have manipulated and lied constantly. You would not have this problem with PC. This is why, yes, PC will always be better because you're not going to be lied to. You can just change the frame rate yourself. You're not capped to 30 frames. That's what they do now. They scam. So much for next gen gaming. So much for next gen gaming. Now I understand if it's an indie developer company or not a triple A, then I get it. Why it's not gonna run that high. But if you're charging full price, then there's no excuse. No excuse. So this game, like I said, ran at 30 frames at launch, didn't even have a 60 frames. Pathetic. And yet the game was a PlayStation 5 exclusive. Well, was it? First it was on the Xbox Series X, and yet it ran at 30 frames. Why make it next? I don't get it. Isn't the whole purpose of making a next gen exclusive the frame rate and the quality? That was the whole purpose. Isn't that what these developers said? That, oh, we're going to charge you $70 now because we have to give you increased frame rate and quality. Now, it's they just sell you a game now. You don't even get that. It's acceptable now, though, isn't it? Anyone that calls it out, oh, you're just a frame rateist. Tell that to PC gamers. To honestly tell that if I'm paying $70 for a game, I expect it to run at 60 frames. It's that simple. If it doesn't, it's a scam. You should sell it at 60 or 50 if it doesn't run at 60 frames. It's as simple as that. You cannot charge $70 for a game that does not even run at 60 frames. It's not. And the game doesn't even run at 4K either, which was the whole purpose of PS5 and next gen games. So, once again, they lied. But that's just many examples of how the game industry is becoming and just manipulating the gamers. I call it out from all sides. Redfall ran at 30 frames. That runs at barely 20. That can drop to 20 and below. It's unexcusable. It's unexcusable. And again, anyone remember that Pokemon game that Nintendo released that ran like garbage? Has everybody forgot about that? Oh, Nintendo just gives people a game, the same game from years ago. Oh, let's praise them. 10 out of 10 game. Yeah, crap on games that are actually quality. Joke. But again, the games that these fake ass gamers are into these days is you put a sex scene in a game. Oh, that's a 10 out of 10 game. Don't care about gameplay or anything. Joke. And as I said, I played PlayStation 1 games. I don't expect them to run certain software. I don't expect them. But if you're gonna, the whole point of it is if you're gonna charge full price, then I'm gonna call it out. I'm gonna call it out. Simple as that. You cannot charge somebody a game that only runs that runs at 20 frames the full price. That's a scam. But they know they can get away with it because again, fanboys defend it. Nintendo and Xbox and PlayStation not smart at all with their agendas, period. Exactly, it's all consoles, it's not just Nintendo, it's all of them. I'm not surprised Mario movie this year have agendas and Freemason. Well, I haven't seen the movie, so I can tell you about that one. I've not even seen the movie. I know it was on Twitter, but I didn't watch it. Some guy posted it on Twitter, the full movie. No, I don't know whether it's still up. I didn't watch it. Have you played? Yes, I have played. I made a video about that game. I made a video about that game years ago, and the symbolism in it, in Elder Scrolls. I've even played the original Oblivion on the Xbox 360. Because I grew up with good games. Games of today, like I said, are just trash. They really are. Back then, it wasn't about frame rate, because you didn't expect the games to run at 60 frames. You didn't expect it. You literally didn't expect it. Now, that's why I bought a PS5. Frame rate and quality. Otherwise, there was no point of buying it. That's why I bought it. To play games at 60 frames. That's why I bought the console. I don't want to buy it at PlayStation exclusive and it runs at 30 frames. It's just that simple. The PlayStation 4 games I can play fine. I don't expect them to run at 60 frames. I get it. But PlayStation 5, there's no excuse. There's literally no excuse. As I said, I've exposed all the other Zelda games if people want to watch them. They're on my channel somewhere. They're literally on my channel. I don't know. I think of it. I have exposed all of them. Every single Zelda game. I believe even I think the GameCube one, I've exposed that. Where he has the flute. I've exposed that one. I've exposed the one, I think, on where it's an overhead view, where it's not third person. I've exposed that one. And I've exposed Breath of the Wild. That's why I said it's literally just the same as that one. Because I exposed that one, I watched that one, I literally watched all the gameplay. It just looks the same game, like the same game. They're selling you the same game again. So you are worshipping a demon and you are defeating the demon, and doesn't make any sense. Well, again, you gotta understand Satanism. It's the way it works. Because I'll show you. Off of that. And you tell me, I don't want to have the movie. You tell me this does not look like a goat head. Alright. Onto the latest image. Where is it? You tell me this does not look like the head of the Baphomet. I mean, get real. They are literally promoting to you. That's what I'm saying. They are literally telling you, because this guy is promoting those that haven't played it. Those that haven't played this game, I haven't played it myself, but I saw the 20-hour playthrough, and I got the gist of the story. All these guys are teaming up to fight to stop the Demon King. That's the whole purpose of the game. And then this guy basically stabs the Demon King, and he freezes in place. Both of them freeze in place and basically go like stone. But this guy's the goat. This is what they're doing. They promote him as a good guy, as a savior, yet looks like the Baphomet. Why didn't they design him properly? Why does he have to look exactly like the goat head? Satanism, that's why. Because you can clearly see these here, that's representing these. The only thing I said like he needs is that thing on his head. Even the goat beard is the same. The nose is the same. The eyes are the same. You can't tell me this was done by accident, that they didn't know what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing. The targeting, Satan, promoting Satanism. Look at the beard, it's exactly the same. It literally looks like the pentagram. I'll show you the pentagram. This is exactly what they're teaching on your kids. You can say I'm nuts, whatever, but the reality is, this is what they're doing. Look at the goat head. These two here would represent that. This down here represents this part. The only part he needs is the part at the top, and it's the full pentagram image. This is the way, and again, he has an opening of the third eye right there, and then has one on his head. Joke, man. Literal joke. We can even show you Breath of the Wild as well. Legend of Zelda. Breath of the Wild. Enemies. You see, it's just the same crap. It really is. You have this obsession with the one-eye symbolism. This enemy here, there's like a pig. Notice the third eye. They've got an obsession with the third eye opening. They really have. Pineal gland. Because obviously everyone doesn't know what it is, especially kids. Pineal and occult. The agenda of the occult is basically this pineal gland. They believe that it's in the brain and the third eye. Basically, they believe that opening this pineal gland, that you become like a god. That's what they believe. As you can clearly see with this image. Right here, pineal gland. The Egyptians believed it, and then you had the Illuminati. So literally, they know. It's their agenda. Open up the pineal gland, that's basically what they're teaching you. Subtly, they're not doing it right in your face, but obviously they're not going to do that. It's too obvious. They're not going to do it like, oh, right in your face. Oh, here's Satanism, here's that. They're going to do it subtly. That's what they do in the industry as well. They put symbolism in video games. They don't do it right in the open. Some games they do, just like the game's Cult of Lamb, which that game's on Nintendo, the Nintendo Switch. That's on there. So imagine a kid gets hold of that game. What rating is that? Cult of the Lamb rating, age. What age rating is it? 12 years old. There you go. Teaching Satanism. Teaching Satanism onto 12 years old. And this is what I said. This is why I'm sick and tired of the American culture. They do not even obey their own government law system. Oh, the age of consent is 12. Yet again, 12 rated movies have porn scenes in them. It's what I said. America makes me sick. They really do. Because they speak out against like they speak out against pedophilia, yet promote it in a damn movie. Why does why does there need to be sex scenes in a movie that is for 12-year-old kids? Yeah, if anybody else did that outside of Hollywood, that's pedophilia. See the hypocrisy with all of this. So it's okay to basically promote Satanism onto 12-year-olds. Yet, if anybody else did that, they're a paedophile. See the logic of the government. So I said, F the government and their wicked ass laws. Woe to those that agree in unrighteous degrees. The laws of man are an abomination. They don't even obey, or they literally don't even obey their own laws. They literally don't. Oh, the age of consent is 18. Then why are you promoting sexual sex scenes in a movie for 12-year-old kids? The shows they're full of it. Oh, but it's just a movie. Don't matter. The promote but that's the hypocritical thing. It really is. There was a movie for 12-year-olds, and it had a scene, a sexual scene. Yeah, oh, the whole entire world out there was raging about it. This is promoting pedophilia. It's okay for other movies, though, isn't it? That's why I said the double standards in this world. It's just a joke. I call everything out. Hollywood is literally run by pedophiles. So is the gaming industry. That's just a fact. It literally is a fact. The amount of sexual harassment cases that have been in Hollywood is unbelievable. The amount of celebrities that have been groomed, that have literally had to do sexual stuff for a director just to get a part in a movie. That's Hollywood. That is Hollywood in a nutshell. They have an agenda, promote pedophilia, sexualize children. That's the whole agenda. What's up? And I know people don't have the view that I have. It's fine. I've said it many times. I'd rather have this view because I call things out, hypocrisy out. There should not be a single sex scene in a movie for 12-year-olds. To me, that's literally that should be considered grooming. There's even cartoons. Yes, this was for kids. And what did he do? They promoted masturbation. I exposed it. This is on the garbage ass Netflix, which is trash. Everything on there is just nothing but filth. But this promoted pedophilia. And yet people were defending it. Literally people were defending it. This was targeted towards teenagers. as they say. Yet aren't 12-year-olds. That's it's just so funny, man, with their logic. It literally is. One minute they want to say 12-year-olds are kids, next they want to say the teenagers. Make your damn mind up, government. Make your mind up. Bunch of clowns. But it's the US government for you, isn't it? Don't even obey their own damn laws. And you wonder why everyone hates their nation. They're a hypocrite nation. That's what they are. All they're about is oppressing people. That's why I'll always be anti-America. Till the die. Till the day I die. I don't care about America. Really don't. I literally don't. I don't hate the American people, but if that nation fell tomorrow, I wouldn't care. I literally wouldn't. I wouldn't care. Because it's an abomination nation that promotes pedophilia, promotes necrophilia, promotes basically zoophilia, basically the amount of crimes that are committed in America. Because things just have to be called out. Is that everything that I say in a video I mean? I'm not just saying it. I'm not playing a character, like I said. Well, that's run out. Oh, it's not coming out. I've got a blocked nose. There we go. I'm literally still ill, as you can probably sound. I'm dealing with stuff behind the scenes. I hide it very well. I'm still depressed. I literally had a mental breakdown last night. That's my life. That's literally my life. I hide it very well on this channel. But that's my life behind the scenes. Just think of a mask, smiling, and behind, I'm really crying. That's my life every day. And it's only getting worse. It really is. So yeah, I know nobody's really gonna watch this video. And people can disagree with what I said in this video, it's fine. That's why I mostly post on BitChute. That's why I mostly post on there now. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video.